Hello and welcome. I am your host of What Are You Reading? What Are You Writing? Author Karen E. Osborne. I have 5 novels out. The latest is Justice for Emerson. I am so glad that you're here. This is a space for readers and writers to come together and talk about books. So it is always a pleasure to invite AJ McCarthy back to What Are You Reading? What Are You Writing? Hey, AJ.
Hi there. Thank you very much for having me. I love being
Oh,
here.
I'm so glad that you're back. And so the last time you saw her was last July on publication day of her number 4 Sim, Charlie and Sim uh, series,
Mhm.
her mystery series, book number 4, and it was on publication day. And she is back on publication day for her latest book, but this one is different. So this one, Boy on the Dock, a psychological thriller. Do you have a copy of the book handy?
I do. I do. Here
Show
it
us. It's
is.
got a great cover. Hold up a little higher. Here we go. Boy on the Dock. All right. So tell us the premise. Tell us the setting. Give us a little taste.
Okay, so this book is set on Vancouver Island, the west coast of Canada. Even though I live more towards the east coast of Canada, I do. My daughter lives in North Vancouver, and we do visit Vancouver Island periodically, and we love it.
Oh yeah, it's a
Um,
beautiful part. It's a beautiful part of the island.
It is. It really is. So I created a fictional lake set on Vancouver Island. I turned it into a very eerie setting,
Mm.
as eerie as I could get it, because I wanted to have that type of atmosphere. As you said, it's a psychological thriller, so you've got to have a certain amount of darkness and creepiness going on there. The premise is Julie is a woman who lost her a child, her daughter, very very young, 3 years earlier than at the time of this setting. And she's overcome with grief. She still is overcome with grief. Her marriage was ruined because of the event and because of her grief. Her career is hanging by a thread. She wants to move on. She's going to be moving into an apartment in the fall, and she's decided to rent a cottage on this lake for a few months in the summertime to try and get rid of her, or to grieve, to continue to grieve
Mm.
and hopefully get some more of it out of her system. So she rents this cottage, and she's an avid kayaker. So she's out every day. She's out on her kayak there. That's where she likes to be, is out on the lake. And one day she notices through the fog a young boy sitting on a dock alone.
Mm.
And as she gets closer to him, he sees her and he runs off. He runs away. He's obviously frightened. But she's intrigued. She's intrigued by this boy, and she hadn't been intrigued by anything in the past 3 years.
Mm.
And she wants to make a connection. And so she says, "This, I'm at a turning point. I want to make a connection with this boy. I'm going to try and make a connection with him." And she thinks she's making some headway, but she's perplexed by him. And unfortunately, she's the only one who sees the boy.
Ah.
Everyone else claims he doesn't exist. No one sees him. And because she has had such a difficult time for the past 3 years, they assume that she is, some guess, she is having some mental health issues.
Mm.
And that is the premise of the story. I will not go on any further because I
Yes.
don't want to give anything
No
away.
spoilers. No
No
spoilers.
spoilers.
Yes, yes. So, is there any magical realism in this?
No, no.
Straight up. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Sounds very, very intriguing. I liked the little description I read on Amazon. It said she came to the lake to grieve alone. What she finds is a terrified boy no one else sees. I thought that was just
Yeah,
a great one-liner.
that that sums it up perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that a lot. So tell us about Julie. We know now that she's lost her child. It's been 3 years. Her marriage is lost. Her job is in trouble. What are some of the characteristics of Julie,
Mhm.
and what do you like about her?
Yeah. Well, she's obviously broken. Her spirit is broken. Her heart is broken. She's suffering. She's understandably suffering. She's lived through a terrible tragedy. But what I like about her is that she discovers she has an inner strength that she did not think was still there, that she thought she had also lost when she lost her child. But she does have this inner strength. And she's determined. And she discovers she has the power to overcome obstacles. Even when she feels so isolated, she feels that there's no one there for her, there's no one there supporting her. She feels she has this power. So that's what I like about her, that she doesn't give up. She keeps
Yeah,
going.
yeah. And her humanity is still intact, even
Yes,
though it's buried.
exactly.
Yeah, buried in grief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did, did you do any research to understand someone psychologically in that
Um,
space?
some, a certain amount, but I think it came more internally. Like I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother,
Mm.
two daughters, two granddaughters, and all I needed to imagine was if anything had ever happened to any of those, and you could imagine the grief, the feelings that you would have. Fortunately, I have not lost a child or a grandchild, but as a mother, I think it's something you feel. You can feel someone else's pain when that happens to them.
Yeah,
And of course, I used her circumstances to build the psychological trauma in her life and in the novel.
yeah. Yes. Can't even imagine what it's like, but you had to. You had to
Mhm.
imagine
Yes,
what
yeah,
it
it's
was
sad.
like.
I mean, it's difficult, and I've had early readers tell me that they were very um, they felt it. They felt the grief, they felt the pain, and they found it sometimes difficult.
That means you really wrote the heck out of that story.
Hope so.
Because that's our goal, is that people can feel what we are trying to describe. So that
Exactly.
speaks,
Exactly.
it speaks well. I had a friend, I was reading her book and I just slammed it closed. And we were talking and I said, I don't want to finish it because I just know something bad's going to happen to one of the three of them. And I like them all so much. I don't. They're So she laughed and she said, Karen, thank you. That's the greatest compliment you could give me.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
You haven't abandoned Charlie and Sim, have you?
No, I have not. When I first um, when the idea first came to me, actually, I was kayaking when I got this idea, and I was going by an empty dock, and the idea started to come together. And at first, I said, "Well, I'm going to. Okay, this is my idea. How do I bring Charlie and Sim into it? Okay, Charlie and Sim will be called to investigate." And the more I tried to fit them into that mold, the less they fit. So I said, no,
Mm.
this story wants to be told on its own. It has to be told on its own. And it's not going to be a mystery, it's going to be a psychological thriller. And
Yeah.
then the piece just fell into place after that because I was trying to force it into something that it wasn't.
Yeah,
Charlie and Sim will come back. They'll be back. They'll have another mystery, another event in their life. But this wasn't going to be it.
this wasn't them. Isn't that amazing though? I mean, process how clearly for us characters let us know that this isn't going to work. You know,
Mm,
this, I mean, it's just it's magic. What we
it
do
is.
is magic.
Okay,
So
let's go with
awesome.
that and see.
It is so awesome. So tell us about your writing process. So here you were kayaking on the lake, and the story came to you, and you figured out it's not going to be a Charlie and Sim mystery.
Mm,
So what is your day like when you're working on a new project and a new book? Do you write
wow.
every day? Do you write every once in a while? What does that look like?
I write every day, every possible day that I can. Of course, there's different phases. You know, you've got to get the idea, you've got to plot it, you've got to get your first draft done, no matter how bad it is. Move on to second, third, and however many drafts it takes. And with me, it takes
Fix it.
many, unfortunately. And then, of course, there's the editing and the beta reading and all that. So, um, but yes, I do write every day. In the morning I try to get all my other stuff out of the way, all the emails, whether they have to do with writing or personal stuff. I get all of those things out of the way so that my mind can be free to concentrate on my book. And then the rest, apart from a break to go and take a walk and get some fresh air and exercise, the rest of my day is dedicated to writing. And if my brain is still functioning, that will continue into the evening. But 7 days a week, I will be writing at least something. Even if it's only 15 minutes, that's what it'll be. And if it's more than that, if it's 3 hours, 5 hours, hallelujah.
That's my son's rule for himself. You know, he's a husband and a father, and he runs a business. And he just, 15 minutes a day, he promises himself. And lots of times it goes longer, and, but he won't let a day go by that he hasn't written for at least 15 minutes
Yep.
every day. Writers
Yep.
write, right?
Yep.
If you're a writer, you're writing and not
Yep.
just thinking and not just having conversations in your head.
There's a
Which
lot of
which
that.
those
There's a
happen a
little.
lot. Those happen a lot. These conversations in our heads, yes. This is wonderful. This is publication day. I am so excited for you.
My,
And I hope everyone out there is excited. But before we tell everybody how they can find you, remind them, because hopefully they've seen your other interviews and they've bought your other books. But if you could remind everybody how they can find you online, what's your website? Tell them about your newsletter. How can they find you?
Mhm. Well, I've got a brand new website that just in March came out. So it's ajmccarthyauthor.com. And there you will find all the books with their blurbs, their trailers, there's a certain amount of reviews, few reviews in there. There's also some short stories on there that I've written, other writing. Anything that's coming up in my life as far as writing goes will be there. And there's links also to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Goodreads, BookBub, all of those, where you can find and the Amazon links, obviously, where you can find my news, my marketing, my social media stuff, whatever. You can find it there on that website, or just go and find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm there, and I love to hear from people. So you can send me letters, questions, whatever it is.
It sounds awesome. I like the one-stop shopping. So I know all of you are going to go and visit the new website and be in touch with AJ. You're going to buy her book. This is publication day, The Boy on the Dock, a psychological thriller. You're going to read it. You're going to write a review. And you're going to let AJ know that you met her What are you reading? What are you writing? See you all next week. And thank you so much for being on. Thank you, AJ.
Thank you very much, Karen.